I've been hearing from many of my friends that a Norwegian coastal cruise with Hurtigruten is on their bucket list. As you watch the interviews and commentary from this video series, you'll see why a Norwegian voyage with Hurtigruten is called the world's most beautiful voyage. Well, this is Barry with Cruising Authority at cruisetalkshow.com, and you're watching part 3 of our 3-part series featuring Hurtigruten and SAS. Well, we've had a very exciting trip so far. We started off in Kirkenes aboard the Nordlies, and we cruised around the northern Cape Sea down to Stamsund Lofoten, where we disembarked, and we spent 3 nights in Rhina Lofoten. It was absolutely beautiful. We boarded the ship late last night from Stamsund and spent the evening aboard this ship behind me, the Trollfjord, and here we are today. We have another set of wonderful ports to visit during this next segment, so I hope you'll continue joining us on this video. This particular episode has been brought to you specifically by Vaudrin Overseas, which is a travel company that specializes in planning Hurtigruten voyages. And their phone number is 1-800-843-0602, and I would highly recommend that if you're interested in planning your own Hurtigruten voyage, make sure that you visit their website at www.vaudrinoverseas.com. Barry with Cruising Authority, and we're here with our guide. What is your name?
Tove.
And we are in Trondheim. Now, Trondheim is right behind us, and we'll show you the scenes of the Trondheim from the top of this hill. But when was Trondheim first founded?
In 997, more than 1,000 years ago.
And who was it that founded the city?
The Viking king Olav Tryggvason.
And how many people live here in Trondheim?
Here we have now about 170,000 inhabitants.
This is the first snow of the season.
Yeah, we had the privilege of having the first snow of the season in Trondheim.
So what time is it? It's like 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, about 8:15, 8:30, something like that.
How has the trip been so far?
I've really enjoyed it a lot.
Good.
Yep.
That's good to hear. Well, we're at the cathedral in Trondheim. This is one of the tours that they offer with Hurtigruten. And we just had this wonderful tour from an English-speaking guide dressed in a choir robe in this cathedral. It was quite fascinating how this place is over 1,000 years old. It's and it's beautiful inside. We're just departing Trondheim, and as you can see, right behind me is Monk Island, where the Vikings settled there many, many years ago, hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000 years ago. And in fact, I've heard there have been executions there, and at some point it was used as a prison. But this has been really an interesting visit to Trondheim. Well, we've been on the Trollfjord now for 2 nights, and tonight is our last night on this ship, and then we arrive in Bergen tomorrow afternoon. It's been an incredible trip here with Hurtigruten. Now, one of the interesting things here that I wanted to highlight is Hurtigruten a cruise line? I mean, are these cruise ships or something different? And so we're going to investigate this a little bit further today. But right now, let's go to our interview with the chief engineer down in the control room. We're aboard the Trollfjord, and we're in the control room, and this is the chief engineer. What is your name, sir?
My name is Gunnleik Isaksen.
And how long have you been working for Hurtigruten?
For Hurtigruten, I've been working since 1988.
Now tell us about the engines on the Trollfjord.
The Trollfjord has 2 main engines, which is connected to Aquamaster propellers.
Now, is this a electric motor that the engines power?
In harbor mode, it's powered by electric motor. but when we are up to cruising speed, the diesel engine is directly connected by shaft.
By shaft and then to both engines?
There is one engine to each Aquamaster.
And I'm really interested about this now. There's a shaft that goes down into the pod that with gearing,
Yes.
and that turns the propellers?
Yes, the shaft. And the propeller is geared down to approximately 1/5 of the revolutions.
Okay, well, we're in a midship lounge area, and if you look right behind me, you can see there's a bar there, and on the other side of the ship, on the port side, there's another lounge, and they even have a little area for a dance floor. Now we're going to go and meet up with the first officer aboard the Trollfjord, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the garage down below where all the cars are stored. Okay, we're on the bridge of the Trollfjord, and I'm here with the first officer. What is your name, sir?
My name is Svein Erik Olsen.
And where are you from?
I'm from the middle part of the Norway, living on an island on the coast.
And is this the only ship you've worked on with Hurtigruten?
No, I've been working on 3 other ships.
What are some of the other ships you've worked on?
The Nordkapp and Nordlys.
How different are those working on those ships than it is navigating a ship like this? This is the largest, isn't it?
This is the largest, yes, but the navigation is almost similar. The route is the same anyway, so this ship is just a little bit bigger, that's all.
Now, what I find interesting is on the bridge, what is the most challenging part of navigating through these fjords and through these tiny little ports?
Yeah, that is in bad weather. In the wintertime, when you have bad weather and bad visibility, it can be a challenge.
Now, is this a car ferry or is it a passenger ship? How would you define this ship?
Well, it's a combination between a car ferry and a cruise ship. So we call it a ro-ro and passenger vessel.
Well, that's a good way to put it. Well, I would really be interested to see your car garage. Can we go check that out?
Yes, of course, we can have a look.
All right, we're still with the first officer. We just met with him up on the bridge, and we're now down in the carport area, the garage. Now, tell us a little bit about this garage. How many cars does this garage hold?
We can take maximum 40 cars, normally size cars.
40 cars.
Yes.
And do you also have cargo as well below this deck?
Yes, we have 3 cargo holds. We can also have cargo on this deck, but we have 3 cargo holds which are temperature controlled. We can bring down the temperature to minus 23 degrees in the cargo holds.
Now, do you have to strap the cars down in this garage sometimes?
It can happen in the wintertime, yes, can happen. Yeah.
I can imagine it could get kind of rough, and the cars, you have straps for it, I see.
Yes, we have straps for this purpose. So.
Great. Well, thank you so much for a wonderful tour. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, this is Barry. The next time you're planning to go on a vacation, whether it be a cruise or you're just traveling abroad, I want to recommend that you get travel insurance. And when you do that, make sure you contact your travel agent and have them look into Access America. They're going to have, I think, the best pricing and a number of different packages for you to choose from. So the next time you're planning a cruise or you're traveling abroad, make sure to get travel insurance through Access America. We're still aboard the Trollfjord, and I'm talking now to the tour manager. What is your name?
My name is Magne.
Now, I want to ask you some questions about Hurtigruten. How did it start? What is the beginning of Hurtigruten? The very, very short version.
The very short version. It started out in 1893 with a ship sailing from Trondheim to Hammerfest, more combining South Norway with Northern Norway as a post ship and cargo ship. And it quite soon, right after the turn of the century, became a tourist attraction, which made them partly into a combined cruise and cargo ferry traffic.
And what does Hurtigruten mean?
Fast route.
The fast route.
Hurtig means fast and route is route, so it's basically the fast route.
We're in the library aboard the Trollfjord, and it's on the starboard side. It's a nice little room here, a lounge with comfortable chairs looking out to the ocean. There's a little bookshelf here where you can pick up a book if you don't have your own. And I also wanted to show you the Internet Cafe. The Internet Cafe is just right outside these doors. And the one thing that you need to know about the Internet on the ship is it's very slow. This particular observation lounge is nice because it's multi-level. There's 2 levels here, and huge windows looking out over the front of the ship. Now, every once in a while, they'll have themed cruises. And on this particular cruise that we were on, they featured a famous Norwegian composer. His name is Edvard Grieg. And they had a musician on board, a pianist, that played some of his music. Let's listen to some of that now. Well, we're aboard the Trollfjord, and there are a lot of bridges that we go under. We're going under a big bridge right now. This is what makes cruising with Hurtigruten so fun, is going under all of these bridges and seeing the scenery. Look up at this bridge. It was very cold when we completed our Hurtigruten voyage and arrived into Bergen. In fact, it was Bergen's first snow of the season. This is where we disembarked. I took my wife on a short tour of Bergen. Then the next day we flew home on SAS.
Signy. Yep, Signy, your cousin.
My third cousin.
Third cousin, right.
And here's those famous buildings in Bergen. It's getting kind of dark now, but they're like hundreds of years old. Hi there, this is Barry with Cruising Authority at cruisetalkshow.com, and I'm on the top deck now of the Trollfjord, and this has been truly a wonderful, wonderful experience on this cruise. Now, this is a very unique product. If you are interested in planning and coordinating your own Hurtigruten voyage, make sure that you contact one of the 3 travel companies that I mentioned on the show, because they are experts and they will be able to help you custom design your own Hurtigruten voyage. I would highly recommend that you do that. Well, this has been a wonderful trip. My name is Barry with Cruising Authority at cruisetalkshow.com. And until next time, I want to wish you smooth seas. Experience this wonderful Hurtigruten